Hello, Taurus. Welcome to Blood Moon Oracle, where we'll be taking a look at your April prediction reading, looking at what you need to prepare for with this coming month of April, what you need to be ready for, what's going to come up energetically. And so, thank you for stopping by, Taurus. And thank you for always coming to support. I appreciate you all. And so, like, share, comment, subscribe if you feel led to do so. Make sure you hit the bell if you do subscribe. Okay. Know that this is a general read. However, it could resonate with everybody, it could resonate with one person, but it is general. Okay. But if you're looking for something personal, you can hit me up at my email or go down to my description box and schedule straight on my calendar. Okay. Hi, Taurus. Let's get started. I'll be using my Oracle Crow deck along with my Oracle Tarot deck. And then we're going to get a couple of cards from the Wisdom of Hafiz when we're all done here. Okay. Let's see. Thank you for stopping by, Taurus. So, what is the energy for Taurus in the month of April? All right, so we have illusion coming out, self-interest, and risk. So this feels like something to be really aware of in April, especially with illusion and risk. There's something here about making sure you understand the reality of something, especially something that could be present some type of danger or risk, not seeing it as something harmless. You need to see it for what it is so that you can treat it as it is, right? This may be a time in April where it may be very beneficial for you to turn inwardly and be a little selfish and be a little off from everyone else until you get the clarity that you need. This may be needing to see people for who they really are, people that may be dangerous in some type of way. I don't know. But there's something that needs to be seen clearly here that doesn't need to be, taken as something lightly. It doesn't need to be taken lightly. Like something needs to be taken serious here. And there may be a need to really consider yourself and not feel guilty about it to protect yourself. And so we have illusion here, talking about not really seeing things clearly. As you can see, as the bird looks in the mirror, he does see himself, but it's a little gray. It's not exactly as plain. Like there's something a little distorted about what he's seeing on the other side of the glass. So it's not really what he's seeing, even though it looks like it is, it's not. And so this is all about seeing correctly. And then self-interest, maybe a time where you need to steal away or pull back your energy until you're able to see things clearly. Be a little self-preserving right now until things become clearer and not feel bad about it. There's something about that here. And then a risk is actually talking about being careful, especially as you extend yourself or reach out for things. There's a need to be careful that you don't get caught up in some type of way. in this picture, these birds are actually, they're clamming. Is that what you call it when you fish for clams? But there is a method, right, to the clamming. Like they have to get out there and pull the clam out of the dirt before the tide comes back in, or else they run the risk of drowning if they get, submerged under the water. And so there's some type of risk that they're taking to get what they want. This may be something that looks like it's available, something that you may think you want, but there's some danger to it. There's some attachment or something about it that's not really being presented in its truth, in its real, in a real situation, right? It may look easier than it is. Um, it may have strings attached to it. It may not even be worth the risk of going out and getting it. There's something about it, okay? And self-interest says that there may need to be a little bit of self-preservation until you get the clarity around it. But let's take a look for Taurus. What else comes out for Taurus? In the month of April, what does Taurus need to be ready for or aware of? So we have the star coming out for you in Temperance. This month is going to actually place you in a position of getting exactly what it is that you want. That's the energy I'm feeling for you during the month of April, is you actually getting something that you want, something that you may have waited patiently for. Whatever this was, you didn't lose, your character. You didn't fall out of character waiting on it. You didn't lose your integrity about it. Like you stood patiently until it was your turn, right? And you waited for it. For someone, there could be a change in location. So I have the star coming out here. You may be being led to move this month. The Temperance, maybe this is something that you have been waiting for. In the Six of Swords. So someone may have a change in residence, a change in location in some type of way. Maybe the opportunity is presenting itself for you to move physically from one place to another. If it's not physical, it is something, a way that you're thinking or seeing things. You're having a change in how you're experiencing things. Maybe realizing that you have stepped into what it is that you've been waiting for. And so this could be like in real 3D. This could be an experience that you're having too. I feel like the environment around you is changed. There's something that's changed about the environment, or something that's changing. It's changing. And you've waited for this for a while. This could be something that you asked for too. You're seeing that come to pass, or you're being guided towards where that is, what that is. Ooh, this is nice. So for someone this month, your mind is set on this change that's going to bring you possibly closer to your family. There's a change that's taking place, or there's something about your family that's moving you towards this change. There's something about your desire for family, or your desire to connect with family, um, or some consideration around family that's driving this change. There's something that you know you need to do, and it's something that's pitted around family. There's a change that you're ready for, that you're ushering in, that's taking place, and it has something to do with family, and you realize this. You know this change has to take place. There's something about April too, where you will possibly be just overthinking about hanging out with family. There's someone that you just need to be around this month, and you can't really make room or think about anything else. You're thinking about being with these people. It could be family, it could be people that are just close to you. It feels like this has really become the central point of what you desire in April. There's something about that, almost to the point of even like an obsession, overexposure, I'm hearing too. Um, and this could be you, reuniting with friends or getting together with friends and just acting a plain old fool, Taurus, right? If it's not like the energy of just being over obsessive about hanging out, this is you letting everything hang out when you get with your friends or your family or your closest people, your soul tribe. This is you just letting it all hang out. You can't wait, right? You may have something coming up in April where you're going to meet with them and you can't wait. Like you can already see it in your mind. You're about to act a plain, right? A fool and a half. I can see it now. But it might be good energy. This might be exactly what you need, right? For this change that's coming in. Just be careful. Like I said in the beginning, some things may not be what they look like. There's a need to really stay woke, stay aware, because there's some level of um, danger or risk, right? This month that's going to present itself as something else that's harmless, but actually it's going to be harmful. And so, with that being said, right, if you know that you struggle with certain things, then there's something that actually is reignited when you go back to familiar places or you get back around familiar energies and it sparks up that old habit, right? That's what the devil could represent as well. You know, losing control in some type of way. And so what seems to be harmless may in fact set off like some type of tangent, right? And you can't wait to do this, but what you feel is going to be real fun and just hanging out may in fact lead to something more severe. Okay. So just be careful what you entertain and how you entertain it. Be aware of your own weaknesses and tendencies, right? That's what Spirit is saying. Take care of yourself, self interest. Even if it comes to the point where you have to cut out early, right? While everybody else stay out to the wee hours of the morning, you already know if I stay out, it's going to get crazy, right? Just kindly excuse yourself, whatever it is, So let's keep going for you, Taurus, okay? The month of April. Yep. What comes up? The Six of Cups. energy coming back from the past. Old friends. Ten of Swords came out in reverse. This could possibly be people presenting themselves as no longer, dangerous or no longer carrying, the type of energy that you wouldn't want to be around. The Ten of Swords is somebody that will kick you when you're down. It came in reverse. This person may come back around pretending like they've changed, and they haven't. These people, the Five of Pentacles is like a lack mindset, and then the Queen of Swords. And so, I don't know, Taurus, just be careful. So I have the Six of Cups coming out and the Moon. There may be hidden intentions around why this energy is resurfacing or why these, people are coming back around from your past. And it could absolutely be family. It doesn't mean that it's friends. It could be family that wasn't around for a while. Now they're coming back around. But what do they want? The Moon says that there's hidden intentions here. What do they want? And we know there's hidden intentions because we got illusions here. And we got risks here, right? And I don't know why I'm hearing, come on, just do it this one time. You won't get caught. Come on, just right. I don't know why I'm hearing that, but there's some choice that you're going to have to make here that's going to be difficult. And that may be around realizing the intention. And this could be you, needing to avoid this situation altogether or have a plan of exit, right? And so there's something about this that just feels sketchy. The Devil with the Three of Cups, that's being in bad company. And you know it because this is what you're thinking about even before we get there, right? You already know that this is going to be possibly an issue. And then the Ten of Cups with the Death, like it seems like there's something that has changed. You recognize that there's possibly changes that you've made. You're not the same person that you used to be. Even when it comes to family, like you may have changed some things and you recognize that you're different now. You no longer fit in with the mold that you used to fit in with. And so when we come to the challenge, it's coming back around that old energy, the Six of Cups. And it may feel very nostalgic, right? It may feel like good times, but there's something about that that's misleading with the Moon. There's something about that is dangerous with the Moon. And then we have the Two of Cups that comes in that leads you to choice. Like, what are you going to choose here? Are you going to choose the old energy or are you going to stick with your new energy that you've changed, you've adapted, you've grown. You're not the same person. So April may bring in old energies coming back around, trying to stir up that old you that's dead and gone, right? And so there's some decisions that you'll need to make, whether or not to even entertain this. Self-interest came out, which talks about just being a little selfish, right? And so there's some difficult, possibly choices to make this month about how you're going to spend your time, who you're going to entertain, whether you're going to open up old doors. Let's see. It's given risque, right? That's what it's given, Taurus. Well, good Lord, Taurus. It's a lot that you don't see. First of all, there's going to be some things that you connect from the past that's going to give you some clarity here in April, with the judgment here. And I feel like it's going to be like, now I remember. I remember why, I walked away. For a minute, I forgot. I forgot for a minute because I haven't been in that space for a long time, but there's something that's going to happen to stir back that memory back up and make you remember why you walked away, why you desired change so bad, why you ended up like where you are right now, why you made the choice that brought you to where you are, which is absolutely different than possibly where other people are. You're going to see that distinction and it's going to become clear for you. The hangman comes in. There may be some things that come in to kind of assist you with this. Things like there could be like meetings that you have set up that get canceled, and you're like, it's going to give you a time and space to really recollect and plan and just kind of pull yourself together spiritually and mentally and energetically. The hangman is like having plans stalled in some kind of way. And so that things like that may happen. Spirit may be kind of helping you out in that way, giving you a moment. The hermit comes out too. So there's something about having moments. Maybe when these moments come, you're going to find yourself in a position to, for those of you that pray, like you could be finding yourself reaching out to your higher power, taking time and space to just get still, to seek answers that may not be very clear. There could be some old things that get stirred up here in April as these old energies resurface, that where you might be reaching to connect with, your higher source, your higher power. And so the hermit is possibly even going seeking for enlightenment, for answers. You may find yourself feeling a little bit isolated, knowing that you've changed, right? It may put you in that position of feeling like a hermit, like you don't fit in. You may find moments this month that you feel that way, and that's okay, right? None of us were meant to fit in. We are all completely individual souls with different experiences. We carry different energy with different purpose. We were not meant to fit in. We're supposed to be a multifaceted collective of souls, each with something different to do. Many times we find ourselves trying to be and do and fit in, but it doesn't serve our purpose. And so, yeah, that's okay. If you feel that way, it's okay. Okay. We have the Queen of Pentacles. I feel like there's something about your energy that's very attractive, that will be very attractive. You'll find that there is like this drawing to your energy. There may be something like that is magnetizing, right? That you encounter during April. People may come back around to, get some kind of advice. They may see you as this level of wisdom, right? Especially with the Hermit and the Hierophant. Both of those carry some wisdom that they receive from seeking inwardly. The Judgment too carries wisdom from experiences. So I feel like this is like you being looked at in a different way, right? Even though they come back with the same energy, there's also the recognition like that you are different, right? There's some different kind of energy that you offer. And, they may come to you for advice. You'll find that. uh, and this may just come out of nowhere, like questions and advice. And you're like, well, why are you asking me? Right? It's because they see you in the light of having some kind of wisdom. Okay. And you'll find this out with the Ace of Pentacles, right? This is almost like being viewed in a new way or being seen in a new way, some type of veil being pulled back and you being seen in a different purpose, in a different way. There's something about that. And this may be you opening up and accepting that different, application for maybe what you've been called to do. Maybe this turns into like an opening of you to um, venture out, in a different way and experience life from a different angle, from a different perspective. Okay. All right. So I have the Tower, the Empress, and the Queen of Cups. So first of all, I think after this month, there's going to be possibly a shaking up. I feel like a bit of disturbance. Like I feel like the energies are maybe even with what you'll realize this month, there's going to be like a shaking up that comes up unaware, unexpectedly, and it possibly will shake up how you're seeing things and how you relate moving forward. There's something that may take you by surprise, right? When April is over, you may stand in um, the energy of possibly feeling a little bit scattered. There's some change, I feel like, that comes in, but it doesn't mean that it's bad, right? Sometimes the change comes in to shake everything up and to plant something beautiful. But the change, nevertheless, is coming in and it's coming in without your permission. This may be tearing away from things that you thought were good for you. In essence, possibly some energies that come back around that may not end too well, right? But it may be upon you realizing, hey, that's been done a long time ago, but there's something coming in to shake things up for you. And then I have the Empress here giving you a connection, right? By the end of April, you'll have a connection, and I feel like it's going to bring you the clarity that you need, and you're going to see things more clearly by the end of April. Okay, Spirit is going to give you a bird's eye view with the Empress here. And that bird's eye view may be you being able to really feel the energy and the intent behind the energy, right? You're going to be able to tell the real from the fake, right? It's going to be plain. especially with the Queen of Cups, which is very intuitive. You won't ever know it because they carry so much love, and the way that they do it is with such love and such care and with grace and kindness. Like, I don't feel like you're going to treat them any differently, but the awareness will be there. So there's something about you needing to really be self-tuned, like turn towards yourself and self-invested, self-preserving, right? In this situation in April, there's some things that's coming up that may be hard to digest. Maybe it's stuff that you always thought was one way when it really was something totally different the whole time. That may be pulled, the sheets may be pulled off of that. And though it may be shocking, it's going to lead you into more stability, right? Because you'll no longer be in the dark about this. You'll no longer be disillusioned about this. And you'll be able to make clear decisions about how to move forward and how to act accordingly too. And so Taurus, for you, there's like a huge, almost like a rude awakening for them though, not for you. This is working out for you, but it's going to be a rude awakening for someone else as the sheets are pulled off of this whatever this is. It feels like a reunion of some kind with old energies. So let me get some last minute advice from Spirit with the Hafiz Oracle, okay? All right, clarify. All right, a few things Spirit is saying here. The one thing that's come out in a few of the readings is protect your boundaries, okay? So there is need for boundaries here in the month of April. Boundaries. So set limits that not even you can cross and follow those limits because boundaries are for protection, for your protection, and it's also for the protection of those around you. It's to protect you and others. And so there's something here the Spirit is absolutely saying, reiterating again, that there's a need to handle these situations in April with care and with discernment and with discretion as well, Taurus. Protect your boundaries. Spirit wouldn't be saying that if there was nothing, to, be concerned about, but there is. So in April, set some good boundaries and stick to them. Don't drop them for nobody. Spirit is also saying kindle love, okay? And I feel like there is definitely going to be some difficult decisions here in this month. Whether or not it's to do with romantic love, even though I see this romantic love here, it could be, but it doesn't have to be, right? But there's something about doing things with love. And even though you may not align with energies of your past, that doesn't make them any less, valuable than anyone else. You just no longer aligned, right? And so there's no need to treat people with disrespect, sometimes even when they do us that way. People be real quick to be real disrespectful. And then when you match that energy, then you're wrong. But I hear spirit saying to kindle love. Like there's something about that when you handle these people this month, like do it in love as much as you can, right? And be firm, set boundaries, be firm with it. Okay. There's something about being self preserving this month. Like, think of yourself first and think of yourself last in everything. Okay. And if you're not feeling it, you're just not feeling it. Don't try to make yourself go and do something that's not aligning with your spirit, right? That's going against your intuition. Don't do it. Okay. But you can tell them no in love. I wish I could, but it's not my time, right? Maybe in the future, or no, that's just not me anymore, you know. Lastly, we have retreat. And I feel like Spirit is saying pull away. That's what a retreat is. It's pulling away. And so even though this could be for some taking some time off and going and doing you for an extended time, this is for someone else that says pull away, retreat. When you're at war or you're in a situation that requires a level of defense, sometimes it's necessary to retreat, right? Sometimes that's because maybe you're not equipped to handle what's happening right there in that moment. Like, and so there's a need to pull back, and that pulling back represents protection. And I feel like for someone, Spirit is saying retreat, right? And you'll know because there's going to be this feeling, this weird, achy feeling in the gut area that's going to be telling you, this don't feel right. It don't feel right. You may even want to go back to do some old stuff that you used to do, but there's just something that it's not you anymore. And so, yeah, that's what I have for you, Taurus. So I hope that was helpful. Come back and let me know. Of course, I'm reading energy. I never really know, how this is really playing out unless you all comment and let me know. And so I do appreciate all the comments. Go ahead and like, share as well. If you're just passing through for the first time and you've yet to subscribe, please consider doing so and hit the bell when you do. All interaction is appreciated and it does help my channel to grow. And so I'm so appreciative. And I thank you, Taurus, for allowing me to read for you tonight. I hope this was encouraging. This is really Spirit, really trying to preserve like where you've come. I feel like I'm talking to someone who has made some great gains, and has accomplished some things and has had some, had to sacrifice possibly some things to get where you are. And so there's a need to protect that. And I feel like Spirit is not done because the first cards that came out for you was the Star. And what was it? The Star and the Temperance and the Six of Swords. So Spirit is not done moving you, to places where you belong. And so this is all about you just being discerning in this time. April is going to be a trying month where you'll need to be aware and very tapped into your own feelings, your gut feelings, your intuition, and be willing to follow that and trust it. Okay. It feels like there's going to be some things that come back around to possibly test, whether or not you really did change. I don't know what the reason is why the energies will come back around, but it feels like it's going to come back around in April. But Spirit, wants you to know to be ready. Okay. That was for you, Taurus. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate it. Until next time, you all take care of yourself and go do something nice for yourself. Okay. You deserve it, Taurus. You do. Okay. All right. Until next time, I will see you all later. Thank you for stopping by and love on your beautiful selves. Okay. All right. Bye.